Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey and today I'm bringing you a farm together build video. This one is a continuation of part 1, part 2, but I was too excited and I could not wait for the next live stream, so I went ahead and kinda played, not a live stream, but I did record it. But the main thing about this video is there were a couple things I wanted to finish the whole build, finish the entrance and all of that. But the other thing is this little pond area that we made. The more I looked at it, the more I just did not like it. It just did not fit the feel that I wanted to do, that it was supposed to be. This middle section was supposed to be a flower garden area where you harvest. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna restructure, and I want to add flower to this other side, so it kind of just finished harmonizing the whole build together. So the main thing that I did, if you watch part 1 of the live stream, part 2 of the live stream, then you know what I did, right? So what I'm doing is just taking out all the water and kind of I just imagine two simple things. First of all, I took all the boats, I'm taking the water, and I'm just gonna leave a little piece of grass, a little square, as you guys can see here. I'm just moving some of the fish, putting them over there, just kind of shaping this up again. Instead of having all of this extra, I just want this square of grass where I am going to put more flowers, like in the middle of the pond. And I thought that was like a really good idea. So, and also what I decided to go to is go with the white flower and also with some pink flowers. And part of this garden idea is also utilize some of the flowers that we don't have a lot of, you know, that way when we're harvesting we can continue to harvest more and more. So as you can see, I'm gonna pick the flowers that I'm checking that are very low and add it over here, but also that kind of matches everything that we're going. And I like this, and I like this. And once I finished doing this, it actually started to make it feel something that I truly enjoy. I was like, okay, I really like this. So I was very happy. So I added the little pink in the middle here. And when you're walking on the bridge, and now it just feel more together, kind of like the idea this is a flower garden, so anywhere that you walking through the garden, you seeing flowers, and that was the vision that I wanted, and I just kind of wanted to follow up. So the other thing that I wanted, I was kind of imagining a lot of lights over here in the center, and of course we only got 2 sources of lights right now, and they always come in pairs. And I didn't know, I was just trying to see something here, and I left it here just in case you like it so you can see it, but it was too much. The extra pieces of the brick adding together, it just took away the feel. So I can wait when the game adds a little more light or other type of lights that we can use in the game, so we don't have to do like all this pairing like this. But I'm excited for when that time comes. So I decided to scrap the lights. That was okay. And then I wanted to see if I could do something with the hedges here. It was not gonna work because I could not bring it to where the fish were at, so I scrapped that idea as well. And I wanted to check one more thing here, and it was to see if I could terraform going up. But once again, I can't do that because there's water around. So it's one of those things that the terraforming, I forget sometimes that it's not just instant on that particular tile, and it just works inside. And I always forget that it can't work on water. It has to be completely plain. So if you're gonna try to terraform, don't forget that you have to completely have nothing inside that white square. Okay, so now the other moment of that we need to work on is the back entrances, right? So the great thing now is if you have not seen part 1 and part 2, you kind of get to see what I did on those sections in the front. So we are utilizing the mud pathing, so we can create this feel of when we put the path walk right over here, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do the tile. We added a tree, we're bringing it to the very front and kind of edge it out very nicely. So I really like this. Then we're gonna use some hedges, and then we're gonna use again some of the little light fence with the brick, also the blue elegant fence that we've been using in this particular build. Guys, I feel like, you know, you kind of want to see through the fence so you can see the flowers, and I really enjoy that. Now if you watch part 1 and part 2 of those live streams, when I was building this, I used a different flower in the front side, right? But now we're in the back side, and I'm gonna take advantage of this and again add different flowers that I don't have a lot. Just might as well go ahead and do that and add those flowers. That way when I'm harvesting a little bit more, right? And again, I'm keeping the same sequence, so everything is the same. We got the plum tree, we got the apple tree. I'm doing my row of pine trees over here. I'm gonna add the little bush over here, and then we're gonna add the little pathing that's also is gonna angle. So if you're in the controller and you grab a pathing, don't forget to hit the right Joy-Con, and it's gonna change the pathing, and it's really cool. So you get kind of like this couple little options, and I want to say thank you so much to people that leave comments about that, and also people in the chat that also commented a little bit about that. And then I'm looking at what I did in the front, in the fencing and the sequence. So my sequence is I do one on the side that is the hedges, and then I go 3 of the middle, 1 hedge, 3 of the middle, until I get to the middle point of the build. So if you like that sequence, that's great. If you want to use another fence, don't forget that these builds are gonna be inspiration for you. It's for you to have an idea, and also what can be possible in this game. We know this is a farming game, right? But you guys know in this channel we go beyond that, and we want to always try to do more than just farming, and always design more than just as for farming, right? So, and this is one of my first attempt on designing. Now this design, again, you can see it completely for part 1 and part 2 on the live stream if you really wanted to follow it. But my idea of this design is I wanted something that was gonna push me a little bit, but still keep it simple so we can harvest, because the point of my farm, as you can see over here, is to be able to harvest. So the way I'm operating in my map, I'm just operating kind of in a small farm that I can maintain myself, just in case I don't have anybody else that can come in and help me run a big farm at the moment. Into we have helper hands that hopefully that will come like Farm Together 1, and that makes it easy then to run a big farm. But I want to keep it nice and compact, everything together, and I can go up and down and run it. And then in the future, I want to work on the other side of the map and then make that farming town that I think is going to be very exciting to do, and I can't wait to start doing that. But we still gotta finish, you know, we still gotta finish our industrial side where we're gonna be harvesting for money and diamonds, because, you know, doing all these builds here, you know, sometimes I gotta do a lot of testing, and you burn through diamonds just on testing. So then you can kind of redo it for either videos or live streams. So yeah, so we go through a lot of diamonds here. So is you know, I need that production going on. What I did, I added a little more lights, as you can see, on the inside of the garden area. That way we have a little more illumination. And then now I'm working, completing the fencing. I'm going on the other side. As you can see, my character goes to the other side just to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. In this particular build, a lot of the time we are doing a lot of duplication, and it makes it very simple. We're keeping that symmetry that is very cool. And as you can see on the entrance, what I did cherry tree, and then we go light, and then we go bush, and then the bush is gonna be green, the one in the middle is gonna be pink, and then again we're gonna be green, and just give you that little elegance entrance for a garden. And I like it, you know. I know these little bushes, you can also add like a little cow, you can add the pig, you can add the chicken, but I decided just to keep it simple and just add that color. The main color on this flower garden is pink. You know, you see all these cherry trees with the pink flowers and petals. So I just wanted to keep that balance going when I went with the green and the pink. Now on the corners here in the very front, I did the same thing. I added boulders. I really want to use these boulders because I don't get to use them, you know, so I really wanted to add it and add something different. It's not something that you have to add. You can keep it all flowers. It's gonna be up to you. And the other thing that I decided to do, that I did change a little bit of the front, is finally add different flowers at the same time for this build. So I was checking, I kind of was trying to keep the pattern very closely, you know, but I just kind of wanted to add flowers again. They're adding half. Now I'm doing my own particular pattern in here, the flowers. Feel free to do whatever pattern you would like. You want to go in row by row by row by row. You want to go in up or down, or you want to use another cool design with the flower inside these beds here. It's gonna be up to you. Decide what you want to do, but for me, I just kind of went and got in a straight line and just fill it up, and you have all this color out here. Now I did plant some of the berry bushes around the big boulders, and I'm hoping eventually when we get the flower bushes like the hydrangeas or hibiscus or something like that, I'm gonna replace those and put those there, so they're kind of like temporary placeholder, imagining what Farm Together 1 had and what's gonna come in the future. So I'm very excited and I can't wait for that time when we get all the new flowers or bushes. It's just gonna be such an exciting time and I can't wait. All right, so the same thing. Now I'm finishing on this other side, the same sequence. What we did on the other side, we duplicate it here, and when we're gonna duplicate here what we did in the front on this particular side. So the other side, we have like the little lake or little pond with the flowers and flower all around it that people can walk and kind of enjoy and see some of the fish swimming. Now on this side, it has that little kind of like little park feel. Once again, you walk, you got your trees, you got your sitting area, and then you got your entry, and then this entry is going to be the same thing as what you got in the front. We're gonna have it on the back, and I kind of like this. I kind of like the way everything turned out. And again, to me, one of the things that I like the most is being able to use the mud and then put the pathing to really make it stand out. Now you can still keep it with grass. You can use also, if you want to use sand, use anything that you really would like. Okay, so now here I'm checking to see what kind of flower would be best to use in this area. So I'm checking the count and see what I need to increase, so then when we harvest, we got the opportunity to harvest a little bit more so we can complete the quest. Now one of the reasons that I have to do this is because I'm not buying that much land. I'm only buying when I need it and just keeping the size of the farm that I really want. So sometimes in questing, it takes me a little longer to complete some stuff. So that's why I'm kind of changing my mind. Instead of keeping all the same flowers all in 4 corners, now I decided to alternate with a few more, but kind of still keep that pattern, right? So I'm keeping the lighter color on the top that is supposed to be white, but on this one we went with this yellow that is very light. We kept the red in the middle. On the other side we got blue, so I went with this little white blue flower that has a hint of blue, so that way kind of continues, and then the purple in the bottom, and I found the purple that had the least, and then we added all of that. And look at this, look at that. I think that looks great. I think it looks great. And now we got this area that is full of flowers. Now we do got flowers on the other side of the farm, you know, that we can still harvest, but this is the main focus. And especially there's some of the big ones here that take a day, they take 10 hours, they take 6 hours. Some of those are in there right inside the center of this bill. And then on the outside, then we got a mix of everything. On the edge over here, I kind of kept the same sequence of the same flowers that are on that side. So when I go to the other side, I match the same flowers that are on the other side, just so we can kind of have a little nice sequence going. And yeah, and it's simple. I added the fence. I always make sure that I have gates, so those gates help me go in and go out of the flower beds. It just makes it a lot easier for the tractor when you're harvesting and collecting. Always use those gates as much as you can. That way it makes your life easier. I know we can jump with the tractor, but it's just so much easier just going in with the gate. It just makes it a lot easier. It's nice. Ain't nice? And isn't the tractor great? Isn't the tractor great? Now look at this. Look at this. I love the way this is coming out. I think this looks fantastic. I like the midpoint of the farm. So you can see way back there, we got the chickens and the pigs. We got a lot of the harvesting area. We got our fish farm back there. Then we hit planting ground. Then we hit the orchard. And then we get to the middle section that is this big flowering area. And I really like this the way it came out. And I just like the water, the way the water stands out. I love the way the animation of the cow in the middle it looks like. And look at in the back over here. So this is the farthest end. We can't expand anymore low. We start going up, we go in this direction, and now we're in this point. And then on the next live stream, we're gonna continue keep expanding. So my goal is to continue. So I got a more section here. We got the plot, and then we got one more to unlock on the top. Now we are gonna start working on a little cow country. I'm gonna call it cow country because we just got the cow. Very excited. I can't wait to add that. I haven't added it yet because I've been trying to finish the flowery garden. That it took a little moment, and I was so excited, and that's why I did it in a video format, because I'm so excited also to continue on the live streams to now keep expanding. We need to add so much more, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I'm too excited. Okay, so now we are gonna walk it in this camera form. I usually tend to use the second camera, the one that's a little more far away, but I want to experience the way this is feel when you're in this close-up right here, right? Because you get to see everything. You get to see the detail of the fences, the detail of the flower, the heights of everything. It's such a unique view when you walk it this way. And as you can see, I love this detail, especially the mud again with the stone. It's my own preference things. I really like the way that makes it stands out. And then you got the green. So you got the green of the flower, the green of the hedges, and now we got this beautiful archway over here. We got the cow in the middle. We got like all the stones surrounding it, kind of like a little stone hedge going on scenario. I don't know. I like the way that came out with the boulders and the stone. It just feels great. I love having the bridges. I can't wait to use the bridges in the other colors for another build. I think that's gonna look, again, depending on what you're working on, I just can't wait to use the variation of different colors. But as you can see, we walk all the way to the front over here. Then we got the little park area that we built for the side, and then we got a little sitting bench area. Now this is the only side that we actually got benches, because nothing in the middle, in the center. On the other side, we took all the benches off so we can just add. So this is the only area that actually got benches. So I'm thinking that I may want to add maybe 2 more benches, and one on the square and then one on the back, just to add a little more sitting. I mean, we don't really need it. There's no like NPCs walking around wanting to see it, but you never know. But as you can see over here, look at this. I love the view of everything. I love the view. I love the way the light's hitting everything, the way we take the pathway, the way we see the flowers, the way we see the fish. This camera for this particular stuff for me is great. When I'm building and working and harvesting, I kind of like a little more far away, because then you move so fast and everything's so close up. But to enjoy your build, I will recommend you always to walk it this way, because this is the way it's meant to be seen. Whatever you build is meant to be seen in this close-up, in this angle. And trust me that once you do it, you're gonna love it. But I play most of the time on the second camera, the farthest away. That way I can see everything, I can see what I'm working, and I got a little more space. And look at the boulder, it looks really great. I can't wait till we get actual bushes with flower. You might like some hydrangeas over there, hibiscus or something like that, really big, flowery, kind of covering a little bit of the bush. And now that it's getting a little darker, you start seeing some of the lights turning on inside the park area. All the lights here are great. The way the lights are lining up, I love the light source. I just need more variety of lights, but we making do. And when we get new ones, we'll see if we need to replace them, right? If we get new ones, we'll look at it, we'll see what we replace. Now, this is the area, this is where everything started to this video, is I took away all the boats. I just took them away, took everything, and I just added more flowers. And truly for me, now this feels complete. I really like the way it feels just with the flowers. It just feels like it connects the build. Everything is one, everything's together. It's meant to be that. Everything's surrounded with flowers, and now we can do something. So I do want to add the boat somewhere else, so we're gonna figure out where do we want to add that little boat so it looks kind of cool. I want it to make sense in a way, and if you guys, if you've been here long enough with the channel, you know that my mind goes to a little more realistic. So I kind of want to make a sense that if I'm gonna put that boat, that it makes sense. So that's something that we're gonna work on. But as you can see, there's the cow. The cow indicates that back there now we're gonna enter cow country. So I am really excited. I can't wait to start building that on our next live stream. And look at this, it just looks great. It looks great. I think we did great. I hope that you like this build. I hope that you're inspired. Don't forget to check out part 1 and part 2. That's where you're gonna see a lot of the process. Don't forget that you can speed up that process in YouTube in the video. Just go ahead and mute the video, speed it up so you kind of see it as a speed video, and pause it when you need to, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you follow it. And if you do it, let me know in the comments below if this is something that you want to do in your farm. But for right now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, guys, See you later. Bye.